We want to begin with some breaking news right here in Washington, with one of the most serious cases to come out of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. 4 members of the far-right extremist group, the Proud Boys, including its former president, Enrique Tarrio, were found guilty of numerous felonies, including seditious conspiracy. A federal jury convicted the 4 of plotting the attack on the Capitol as part of its bid to keep Donald Trump in the White House and prevent the peaceful transfer of power to then President-elect Joe Biden. They each face decades in prison. The convictions are seen as a major victory for the Department of Justice as part of the largest criminal investigation in American history. CBS's Scott MacFarlane is with us here in Washington and is going to start us off tonight from outside the federal court. Good evening, Scott.
Nora, this was the longest and largest trial to emerge from January 6th. For 4 months, prosecutors put members of the far-right Proud Boys front and center that day, saying they did so in defense of a president they wanted to keep in office, even if it meant violence. It was one of the darkest days in American history. And federal prosecutors cast the 5 Proud Boys as leaders of the mob responsible, assembling a fighting force of 100 members that considered themselves Donald Trump's army.
And we fight like hell.
Marching straight to the Capitol that morning as then President Trump was speaking, some of them the first to break through police barricades.
January 6th will be a day in infamy.
The jury convicted 4 of the 5, including former one-time leader Enrique Tarrio, of seditious conspiracy, plotting to overthrow the government, and several other charges. The 5th, Dominic Pizzola, who used a police riot shield to smash a Capitol window and lead rioters inside, was convicted of obstructing an official proceeding.
I promised that the Justice Department would do everything in its power to hold accountable those responsible for the heinous attack.
Tarrio, a one-time aide to Trump ally Roger Stone, was found guilty even though he wasn't even in Washington on the 6th, directing his colleagues remotely from a Baltimore hotel. That night he messaged them, "Make no mistake, we did this." Legal experts say Tarrio's conviction in particular will impact special counsel Jack Smith's probe into Donald Trump.
It also will serve to empower the special counsel as he further investigates and potentially indicts others who may be responsible for the other schemes to overthrow the peaceful transfer of power in the 2020 presidential election.
During the trial, prosecutors linked the Proud Boys to former President Trump, playing this clip from a 2020 presidential debate.
Proud Boys, stand back and stand by.
That moment changed my life forever.
Proud Boy Jeremy Bertino became a star witness for the prosecutors, testifying the group wanted an all-out revolution and to stop the transfer of power.
I think these guys got what they deserved. You lead an attempted coup and you go to jail.
On the seditious conspiracy charge alone, the 4 Proud Boys face a maximum 20 years in prison. And Nora, so far, the Department of Justice has secured a partial or full conviction in every January 6th trial to go to a jury.
That is quite a record. Scott MacFarlane, thank you.